Okay, here we go again.
For 2 decades, the great Tycoon Cecil Rhodes struggled to build the longest, toughest railroad of them all. A railroad that would connect the Cape of Good Hope at the southern tip of Africa all the way up to Cairo at the northern end of the continent, crossing the plains, jungles, and desert. He only got partway there before dying in 1902. Many have tried to complete this link, but in over 100 years, no one has yet to succeed. You sure you got the stomach for this job?
Nope. Nope, I am not sure at all. Okay, I've had a couple of practice runs on this, and this is a horrible scenario to get started. Okay, so in the heart of Africa, you must pick up the pieces of a broken dream. A dream not only of Cecil Rhodes, but that of the people of the African continent itself. Many felt that Africa's main hope for growth was to develop a sense of unity, a common bond that would transcend the borders of the many nations and tribes of the continent. Like Rhodes, many felt a trans-African railway could unite the country. It's not a country. Much as a transcontinental railway had helped the United States and Canada. There are many obstacles that you'll have to clear to shed some light on the dark continent. So we need to connect Dodoma in the south to Juba in the north. For gold, you also need to connect to the city of Nairobi, and we need a book value of 35 million or more, and you can't build unconnected track, which means one of the first things I have to do is decide whether I have a workable start here at Dodoma, or if I need to demolish all of this workable start in order to be able to start anywhere on the map. Yeah. Okay, what have we got? Dodoma, what are your industries? Does have weapons. I'm looking for anywhere where, see, that looks great. I can't do that because I'm over here. That looks pretty good as well, actually. Andrew, is this all in... yes, Mombasa is actually in Kenya. Although to access Kenya only costs 100,000. So, yeah. Steel. Oh, that's handy. So, steel is produced here, but it's also wanted here. So that's yeah. If it had been wanted somewhere else, that would have been good. That's usually a pretty good one. Rubber. Rubber is not produced anywhere, and is wanted. Nobody in Africa is producing rubber. Okay. Pulp wood. Need something profitable. Meat. And yes, oil. Paper. Oh, we produce paper in Dodoma and we want it in Dodoma. This game is just evil. Livestock looks more interesting. Definitely looks more interesting. Lots going on there. Possible run to Tabora. Livestock's 174 there. It's 84 out here. So that's good. So it looks like livestock is the name of the game. And we probably want to come around and pluck up a couple of these en route to Tabora. Let us try and extend our cash flow as much as possible. Yeah, While we're looking on a stock point of view, is that part of company book value? Okay, so my own cash flow situation is unimportant. So we may as well go up to Haneti and then round. That will at least give us a starting point. And we get interesting things happen. Yeah. Which for me only seem to happen when I go to Haneti. So yeah, well that's what we can do. So Haneti, then we're going to come around the corner and head off that way. But while we do that, let's put a... There we go. You have come across the local Maasai tribesman. The chief of this tribe has insisted that you give them something of value for the right to use their land. The exact boundaries are unknown. We're going to give them 50k in cattle, because what do tribesmen want with currency or gold? And it's not a good idea to warn them off. That just seems like a bad idea. So, a little investment there. 50k into the tribes. So there's that one. Let's actually get the track in first, perhaps. Which way we're going now? We're now going round the corner and over there. Over the hill and forward. It might be easier. It may be easier to double back slightly and go that way. I think. Where are we going? We're going there. Let's try and avoid any excessive slopes. Like that. Now we're heading for there. And then we want to head for Tabora, although Tabora, by the looks of it, already has producers, but hey, you know. Can we get there? No, we can't. So, we are stuck with... trying to see what we can do. So livestock is not wanted in Dodoma. Is anything else? We produce weapons, so maybe somebody will want weapons offers. And steel, maybe somebody will want steel offers. Can but hope. Okay, so for now we're not going to do a lot. Bit of a gamble. Aha! Your gift of cattle puts a look of amazement on the Maasai chief. He steps close to you and hugs you like a member of his family. The chief realizes that only someone who cared about the Maasai would have taken the time to learn how important cattle are to his people. He tells you that a man with friends has more wealth than the greatest chief. Okay. Wish that was the truth. So, I think I'm just waiting for this to cash in now. Don't quite remember how long it takes for the chief to come back to us. But in the meanwhile, let's have a look at sorting out. You need one there, one there, one there. There's no guarantee that this is going to work out. Money is disappearing quick. Aha! The Maasai chief comes to you with one of his frequent visits, however this time he has a gift for you. He felt that your generous offer of cattle had been too great and he feels that a true friend would share his wealth. He knows that Europeans desire diamonds and he has a few that he'd like to give to you to do with what you will. You receive 300,000 worth in diamonds. Well, that will certainly help. Cut my salary all you want, because I have diamond money. Is this gonna do it? Oh, seriously? Come on, so close. So close. So close. I wonder if I could save a few pennies by not lipping through that way. I'm coming that way. Well, no point restarting the map because there's no guarantee that I'd have the same stuff in the same place. That's one of the annoying things of this game. I'm kind of overstretched. Let's push the stock price up, see if that helps any. I don't know. Can't change the dividend, okay. Or list dividend is zilch. Well, that was an idea that almost
So
worked.
You didn't get the job done.
No, I didn't get the job done.
Great Tycoon Cecil.
No, I didn't get the job done. Let's see if we end up with any better industry this time. Be quite nice if the things that Dodoma produces are not actually used by Dodoma. Weapons. Wanted in Tabora, which is good. Wool, it wants wool, there's no producers. Pulpwood, rubber, steel. Ah! Steel to up there. That opens another little possibility. Okay. It's not exactly an easy route, to say the least. But we can give this a go. That would connect that, lovely. which means our first train, and let's try and keep the trains cheap, shall we? Stick with the camelback. We'll go from Dodoma to Rubeho. Should I actually insist on it picking up steel? Probably. Let's give this a whirl. Was steel, wasn't it? Yes. See where I find out it's producing 0 steel. Okay, produced 2 last time. We haven't overstretched the south. We should definitely take out stock. I'm actually surprised that didn't trigger the tribesman thing. Maybe that's just this area up here. There is something about Zanzibar that comes up later. So having a fork out in this direction might actually be good. Anything else happening? Rubber, pulpwood, meat. Producing meat. Both places will want meat. Well, simply because of the tribesman situation, let's pop up this way, get to Haneti, and we'll do that, which will trigger that, as we know. So after doing that, you can come back to Dodoma, and then you can go up to there. I don't quite know why it's called Dodoma Junction. I don't like that. We'll call that Dodoma. We should probably have cabooses. And let's see how this goes. Yes, he's amazed. Go, my little train, go! There's at least some steel. Hey, money! We like money. Goods, apparently. Should be a good downbank journey. Nice. Well, it's not the best of starts, but it's better than a lot of the ones I have had. More steel, good. They're going to need a watering tower. let's not worry too much about you for now. Oh, wait. Okay, we are going to worry about it. We're going to put it there. At least try and keep it watered for now. Yep, that makes a big difference. Okay, and then we get our 300,000 worth of diamonds. And we get our salary cut. Yep, we made 300,000 in diamonds and they cut our salary. That's shocking. Right, so what do we try and do next? What can we aim for? Alcohol is interesting, but it seems to be the same price everywhere. It's very much an industry-driven thing. This is. They want coffee. Coffee is not produced for like anywhere. Large production of diesel. No large takers of diesel. Rubeo produces goods, Dodoma takes, that's what we're pretty much doing. We can extend upwards and try and Kibia, Mashi. Wow, whoa, look at those. All that grain in one place and nowhere free to go. It's all being very slowly walked off somewhere. So if we opened up Kibia, that might be a possibility. It's a pretty long-term possibility. But yeah, if we can open up Kibia, because this is such a gosh awful scenario, let me save and I shall come back when I've got something that works. I have a connection to Kibia, but not much else. I need to get to that as well. Grain farm. Although, if we're going to aim for the grain that's over here, the 60 gazillion grain farms all in one place. Is it grain? Or something else? Yes. The 60 gazillion grain farms in one place. And try and bring those round. Do I put a second train on this job? I think we do. I think we go for a second camelback. And we effectively go through here. In fact, don't even bother with Hanetti. Just go to between those two. Let's, because of the terrain, let's stick with cabooses. Okay. Well, there's definitely things needed, so goods and meat by the looks of it. So this should be good. If the price differential's good enough, then this should be profitable. Nice. wonder if this can be a one-off. Oh, plenty of stuff came back. Okay, okay. This I'm liking. How's the old okay. So we need to go that way, don't we? Also code for Kenya, maybe? I really need to spend more time looking at it. Yeah, what we really should do is try and tackle that grain there, perhaps. What's the value we're talking? 58, and over there it's like dirt cheap, hardly anything. Okay. The other alternative is we find something to bring us this way. Oh, there's grains. What? There's livestock that needs to go. Oh, no, that is interesting. Although I suppose to a certain extent I'll now bring that to Kibia and I'll pick it up in Kibia. Perhaps. But this one over here. Livestock with 180 here, it's worth 175 down here. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, and there's Kenya as well. How did I miss all this livestock earlier? Let's carry on for now. Aha! Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm liking this, This gives you an idea of the scale of the problem. If I set to all cargo, you can see all the cargo that's moving around. And as you can see, there's loads moving over here, and there's not much at all over here where I'm trying to start. Which is somewhat annoying. So I do need to try and get into this area over here or something else. Clothing places. Logs wanted, no logs supplied. Lumber wanted, supply is too far away. Just gonna have to look closer to home, aren't I? And try and connect up some of these, I think. And those. We might as well go down the meat approach. So let's have a look at Kenya. If we go like this, and hopefully what we can do is pop down. Do you think we can pop down? I'll tell you what, let's, before we actually commit, let's look at stations first. No stations. Okay, so we could cover both the town and that for a large station. So somewhere along there. So if we do that, we'll come up this way. It's fairly decent slope. This way, round like that. And what we should be able to do is pop a station there. It'll cover the town and it'll cover this cattle ranch. Another train, I think. Let's get a camelback going as a meat train. So livestock. Go to Dodoma. Feel free to do whatever you want at Dodoma. But for now, just do that. I suppose actually we could do that. We get a little bit of a boost as we go down. Okay, so we arrive, and then we head back with meat. Excellent, because people in Kenyaki need to eat. Pleased with our performance. Salary increased by 2,000. Okay. Let's have another save. I'm taking this very tentatively. I'm having to double back quite a few times on this one because it's really hard to try and work out the next steps, unfortunately. So I'll work it out and I'll be back. Okay, plan I've gone with is from this livestock farm here, this ranch, we're going to come down past Haneti into Dodoma to deliver livestock, and then we're going to go from Dodoma to Haneti, which now means I've dropped that part from our first train, and then it's going from Haneti to here, doing more or less nothing to go pick up some more. Yes. That's the idea. That's looking okay, actually. So we can actually take out another bond. Oh, we can indeed. We might actually be in a position to make a jump for something. Where are we after? We were after... There was an area with a lot of... grain, there we go. Grains. What's for dinner? It's grains. Yeah, okay, bad zombie joke. It looks good, but I don't know if it is or not. There's a lot of grain in one place. Looks like it should be a good shout, but I don't know. I'm going to have to save again. There's a lot of this, because you spend the money and then you suddenly realise, oh dear. I'm also not entirely convinced that from here is the best place to spin this off, but yeah, I'm not convinced at all. If we go round, can we go round? See, that's where they all are. And that would cost 700 and something or other. So no. Oh! Electrify or non-electric track. Do we actually have electric trains available? Or do you not see them until you electrify? I don't know. The other end of the scale is livestock here. Would be a good idea. It's a rhyme. And then there's one over there, isn't there? But that's a bit... It's a little awkward, although it will mean I can get to Mushy. Mushy Mushy. Sounds good, doesn't it, Mushy? So if I go this way, can I actually... I can probably... Not now, but possibly... How many more bonds can I do? I might regret that. And I can join in. I can get to Moshi as well. I can connect to pretty much all of Moshi. Like that. Separate station over here for that. And then I just have to think about what trains to run. Hey! Let's check what we've got. I have a feeling that this one needs to double up a little. So if we do Dodoma to Rubeho, and then we do here and back. Kinyaki should involve. Well, let's just go with that. Let's try and simplify this a bit. There we go. Then we have this. I think we actually need to be very precise, don't we? Unfortunately. We know we want steel. So steel, anything. I guess it does actually tell you the prices. Oh, I see. So the yellow stuff is stuff which is actually going to be worth more than X location, I think, or what's available actually. So steel is good, yes. When you get to Rubeho, I think we need goods, don't we, from Rubeho? Do we? Goods? Yes. So Dodoma we add steel, Rubeho we add goods, and you kind of always want it running with at least one, don't you, or something. Kenyaki we need livestock. And then Dodoma Dodoma, Rubeho, Kenyaki, Dodoma. That's not quite right, is it? Dodoma should go up there. So Rubeho, yes. That can be anything, because I don't particularly think there's anything that Kenyaki will pay more money for.